a berth in the national tournament here on WKVX AM 960.
Good afternoon. It's time for fast pitch softball state tournament action here on WKVX AM 960. State championship action. The Riceland Cabinetmen, they are undefeated in the tournament, and they will take on Akron Graham Infield. Graham Infield just coming off of a win over Kidron. They knocked Kidron out in the finals of the losers bracket. It was Graham Infield 5 and Kidron 1. These two teams met yesterday. Riceland last evening. Riceland knocked off Graham Infield 5-0. So in order for Graham Infield to win the state tournament, they need to win 2 games. This is Galen Schwarzentrooper. We're about ready for action here at Kidron, playing on the back field on Evergreen Park. Beautiful afternoon for fast pitch softball. The home team this afternoon will be Riceland. Riceland comes in with a record of 33 wins and 20 losses. They have won 4 straight here in the state tournament. Graham Infield, they come in with a record of 50 wins and 31 losses. The starting lineups first for Graham Infield, leading off and playing left field, is Scott Depker. The shortstop, Russ Jones, bats second, followed by the third baseman, Marty Fox. Craig Fox bats fourth. He's in right field. Joe Lacasio is in center field. Pat Sicantelli, the DH. Robert Cardinal at first base. Randy Floyd, the catcher. At second base, Jerry Baldwin, the pitcher. Luke Dera this afternoon for Graham Infield. We'll give you Riceland Cabinet's lineup as we go, as we are ready for action. Stepping in, Scott Depker, left-handed hitting left fielder. On the mound, Ken Schaup, as he has been throughout the tournament for the Cabinetmen. First pitch is fouled back to the screen. In the tournament, Schaup has pitched all 4 games. He's 4-0. He's worked 29 innings in the tournament, allowed 22 hits, 8 runs. Hitting .317 as he stands in. The 0-2 pitch, line drive, center field for a base hit. Center fielder Keith Bowser plays it on the hop. Leading on at first is Scott Depker. Depker leads off the ballgame with a single. Ballgame last night. Lead off an inning. Jones flies down third base side. Good run. Only one play. Back to first. Gates Mass throws out Russ Jones, but the sacrifice is successful. 5-4. The second baseman Ryder covering first. Depker in scoring position with one out. The third baseman Marty Fox stands in. Fox hitting .357 on the year. He had 14 homers, but he banged one against Kidron, so 15 homers on the year for Fox. 64 RBI. Bounces it to third. Good play by the third baseman, Gates Mass, going to his left. Throws out Fox, and advancing to third will be Depker. Hard hit ball, one hop. Gates Mass going to his left, fielded. 2 down. That will bring up Craig Fox hitting at .308. 6 homers, 31 RBIs. Big left-handed hitter. 2 down. Depker at third. Playing here in the top half of the first inning. Pitch foul back to the screen. Riceland Cabinet defensively. Schaup, the pitcher. Lee Miller behind the plate. Louis Zerker at first. Ryder, the second baseman. Rick Yoder at short. Gates Mask at third. The outfield, Slabaugh, Geyser, and Miller. Pitch fouled. Last night against Graham Infield, Schaup. Took a long time. just outside. Head back to third. And the hitter, Craig Fox, coming back to the plate in at least a double down the right field line. Just missed the chalk. I think Craig Fox knew it was foul. Had a word with the umpire jokingly. Shout ready. The 0-2 pitch is drilled to first. One hopper fielded by Louis Zerker. He'll run to the bag. So in the top half of inning number one, Graham Infield wastes the leadoff single. Riceland Cabinet coming to bat in the bottom of the first. No score. Okay, Brian, we will go.
When it's hot outside, it's hot in the kitchen. That means it's time to get your summer priorities in order. When dinner's served, it's a wonderful change to know you won't have to prepare it yourself. Get away from the routine with dinner at the El Rancho Grande, 4586 Lincoln Way East in Worcester. At El Rancho Grande, they specialize in home-cooked Italian and American cuisine, including steak, seafood, and sandwiches. If you want pizza, El Rancho Grande has the best. Each piece is generously covered with your favorite toppings. El Rancho Grande reservations, banquets, catering, and carry-out service are available too. And beginning August 1st, El Rancho Grande will have 2 hours. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 5 p.m. to 1 a.m., Sunday, 5 to 11 p.m., and closed on Monday. El Rancho Grande, 4586 Lincoln Way East in Worcester. That's El Rancho Grande in Worcester for the best Italian American-made food.
Cabinet in the bottom of the first. We'll have Rick Yoder, Keith Geiser, and LaRue Zerker, the scheduled 3 hitters, to face the right-hander Luke Dara. Luke Dara on the mound for Graham Infield on the year. Dara, 18 wins, 16 losses with a 3.31. He's worked 186 and a third innings. Allowed 156 hits, 125 runs. He struck out 126 and walked 98. Luke Dara on the mound, and the first man he'll face will be shortstop Rick Yoder. Yoder coming into the tournament with an average of 335, 2 homers, 25 RBIs. Here in the state tournament, Yoder now 4 for 13 in the 4 games. Dara ready in the first pitch to Yoder. Drilled into left field for a base hit. Ground ball between the third baseman and the shortstop. A Rick Yoder leadoff single for the Cabinet men. Last in the ball game, these two teams played, and Yoder went to second. I turned to look down, and I believe the throw got away on the throw back to the infield, and going to second. Got to go as an error on the left fielder, so Rick Yoder at second with nobody out. Keith Geiser stands in. Geiser, left-handed hitting center fielder, started the tournament with an average of 301. No homers, 12 RBIs. Third baseman and the first baseman both shorten up, expecting the bunt. Geiser shows bunt, but takes down low for a ball. Geiser in the state tournament, 4 hits and 13 at-bats. Again, shows bunt, bunts it in front of the plate. Fielded there by the first baseman to throw to first. In time to retire Geiser, but advancing to third is Rick Yoder.
Geiser lays down a bunt.
Geiser with a sacrifice bunt. Play goes 3-4. Cardinal, the first baseman, fielding to the second baseman, Ballgren, covering. 1 out, man at third for Riceland. And that will bring the first baseman, LaRue Zerker, to the plate. Zerker hitting a 308. 3 homers, 32 RBIs. Big left-handed hitter, swing and a miss on the first pitch. Zerker in the tournament, 6 for 13. He had a bases-loaded triple. Riceland's victory over Piqua, a 5-4 win. Pitch outside for a ball, looked almost like a pitch out. Might have been expecting the suicide squeeze.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Yoder leading off, or Yoder at third, not leading off. Pitch to Zerker, outside for a ball. 2 balls and a strike.
Balls, 1 strike.
Yoder led off with a single to left. Went to second on an error, third on the sacrifice. Swing and a miss. Pitch up around the letters on the outside part of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes to LaRue Zerker. On deck, Riceland Cabinet, the catcher, Lee Miller. Riceland Cabinet with 4 wins in the tournament. Pitch to Zerker, swing and a miss. Got him to chase the high one. Zerker strikeout. First strikeout of the ball game for Luke Dara. Bring up the catcher, Lee Miller. Miller hitting at .364. 6 homers and 35 RBIs. That is good for the team lead in all 3 categories. Oh, Miller with a man at third and 2 down. Deep in the box, the right-handed hitter swings and misses on the first pitch. Miller's had a good state tournament. 7 hits and 15 at-bats. Riceland opened the tournament with a win over the Chillicothe Merchants 6-3, then beat Red Hawk 2-1 in 8 innings. Pitch inside for a ball. Ball got away from the catcher, but Floyd pounced on it right behind the plate. The runner at third, Rick Yoder, has to hold. Riceland 2-1 win over Red Hawk in their second ball game, then 5-4 over Piqua, and then a 5-0 win over Graham Infield last evening. Pitch bounced over the pitcher's head. Second baseman fields it behind the bag. The throw to first in time to retire Miller. 4-3. Good play by the second baseman, Ballgren. So Kidron, or rather Riceland, has an opening base hit but cannot score. For Riceland Cabinet, bottom of the first. No runs. They had a hit, 1 error, and a man left. At the end of 1 complete, no score between Riceland Cabinet and Graham Infield.
Everybody likes to save money, but in home building, you better watch your step. That tip from Riceland Cabinets to the do-it-yourself builder. Like the cheaper way usually turns out to be the most expensive. Inferior quality is almost always false economy. If you're planning home improvements to the kitchen or bathroom, see the experts at Riceland Cabinets in Orville. At Riceland Cabinets, they can custom design kitchen, bathroom, specialty cabinets, or even an entertainment center in Formica or oak. Contact Lee Miller and his staff. They'll be happy to provide on-site measurements and free estimates. Stop by Riceland Cabinets, East Lincoln Way, just south of Orville on Route 30, and inspect their display of beautiful kitchen and bathroom cabinets. Build and plan for the future with quality materials and workmanship from Riceland Cabinets. Riceland Cabinets open 8 a.m. to 4:30 weekdays, 8 to 12 on Saturday. Riceland Cabinets will help you with your home improvement questions with sound advice, excellent value, and better methods. Riceland Cabinets, Lincoln Way East, Route 30, just south of Orville.
Top half of the second inning, Graham Infield, Joe Lacasio to lead off, followed by Pat Sicantelli and the first baseman, Robert Cargill. The first 3 hitters scheduled to face Ken Shout. Both ball clubs, the leadoff hit in the first inning. Both times, or for both teams, the runner advanced as far as third base. Swing and a miss on the first pitch by Ken Shout. Lacasio, the center fielder, at the plate. Left-handed hitter takes down low for a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Lacasio did not play in the ball game last night against Riceland. Comes in with an average of .318. Swing and a miss on the delivery by Shout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lacasio, the hitter. The pitch by Shout. Check swing, pop foul, and out of play behind the screen. So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Shout gets the sign from Miller. Delivers. Line drive, center field. Geyser should have a play on it as he roams to right center, and he puts it away. Fly to center for Lacasio. Out number 1. That will bring up the designated hitter, Pat Sicantelli. Sicantelli is in with an average of .268. 10 homers, 29 RBIs. And he has hit 4 home runs here in the state tournament. First pitch to Sicantelli, swing and a miss. Big cut. Sicantelli, also a left-handed hitter. Last night in the ballgame against Schaup, he was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Schaup's delivery, changeup, catches the corner. 2 strikes on the hitter Sicantelli. Graham Infield, 50 wins, 31 losses on the year. The 0-2 pitch, fly ball, right center field. Right fielder Miller coming on, still coming on, and he makes the basket catch. Myron Miller, the right fielder, on a running catch, 2 down.
First baseman Robert Cardinal. Randy
That
Floyd
will bring
on
up the
deck.
first baseman, Robert Cardinal. Cardinal comes in with an average of 276. 8 homers, 24 RBIs. He was 1 for 3 in the ballgame last night against Schaup. His hit a single. First pitch is a strike called. The 4 hits allowed by Schaup last night in the ballgame, 3 singles and a double. 1 strike pitch to Cardinal outside for a ball. It's past the catcher Lee Miller. 1 ball, 1 strike. If Riceland Cabinet wins this ball game, means they win the state tournament. In order for Graham Infield to win it, they have to win 2 games. They have to beat Riceland Cabinet back-to-back. Swing and a miss by Cardinal. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the hitter Cardinal. 2 out. Top half of the second inning. No score. Schaup's pitch bounced to third. 1 hopper fielded by Gates Mast, and he throws our Cardinal. Easy inning in the second for Schaup. 5-3 on the play for Graham Infield in the top half of the second inning. They go 3 up, 3 down. Middle of 2. Our score, Graham Infield nothing and Riceland nothing.
Hey, Frank, let's head over to Smithville. Check out some of the good used cars at Smithville Motors. I heard on the radio they have some pretty good deals right now.
Oh, I don't know. They have all that construction on 585.
Hey, no problem. From Worcester, just take the back Orville Road to EB Road, turn left, going north, couple of miles, and you're in Smithville. It's simple.
Okay, well, let's go.
Yes, it may be a little harder to get to Smithville right now, but at Smithville Motors, they will make it worth your while when you do stop in. Check out these great prices on these late model vehicles right now at Smithville Motors. At 1986 Olds Cutlass Sierra automatic power steering, power brakes, air conditioning, just $49.95. How about a 1986 Plymouth Horizon 5-speed, only $29.95. Check out a classic, a 1925 Model T truck, good condition, only $5,000. Check out a 1986 Buick Somerset, beautiful 2-tone blue, automatic power steering, power brakes, air conditioning, just $64.95. Head to Smithville. Smithville Motors, 610 East Main Street, the home of happy customers. That's Smithville Motors.
Bottom half of the second inning for Riceland Cabinet. Ken Schaup, Jim Ryder, and Dwayne Slabaugh, the scheduled 3 hitters to face the right-hander Luke Dara. Riceland threatened in the first inning. A leadoff single by Yoder went to second on an error. Keith Geiser sacrificed him to third, but LaRue Zerker struck out, and Lee Miller grounded out to end the inning. First pitch to Schaup, 1 hopper back to Dara. The pitcher fields, tosses underhand to the first baseman, so Schaup retired 1-3. Schaup came into the ball game, came into the tournament with an average of 348. No homers and 17 RBIs. I will bring up the second baseman, Jim Ryder. Ryder hitting .277. 1 homer, 14 RBIs. Big right-handed hitter, line drive, 1 hop. Fielded by the second baseman, Ballgren, and he throws out Ryder. 4-3. Ryder retired. 2 up, 2 down. That will bring up the designated hitter, Dwayne Slabaugh. Slabaugh hitting at .203. No homers, 6 RBIs. He's been to the plate once here in the state tournament. Drew a walk. Left-handed DH. Open stance, and he takes outside for a ball. 1 ball on Dwayne Slabaugh. 2 out, bottom half of the second inning. Playing here at Evergreen Park in Kidron. Pitch is a strike call. The winner of the state tournament advances to the Nationals. That to be held this year at Highland, Indiana, just outside of Gary. Pitch to Slabaugh, just missed off the outside corner. The catcher Floyd turned around, wondered to know where it was. 2 balls and a strike to Dwayne Slaybaugh. On deck, Chet Slaybaugh. 2-1 pitch by Dara, low and outside for ball 3. Dara has had some control problems throughout the year. 186 innings of work, and he had walked 98 batters. 3-1 pitch to Slaybaugh, strike called. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Riceland Cabinet's record on the year of 33 wins and 20 losses. The pitch, foul, back to the screen. Well, the count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. The dimensions here at Evergreen Park, 250 all the way around. 250 down the left field line, 250 straightaway center, and 250 to right. Pitch to Slaybaugh, line foul and out of play down the left side. So the count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. Dara allowed the single to Rick Yoder to open the ball game, and since then has retired 6 straight. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Dwayne Slaybaugh is a strikeout victim. At the second strikeout of the ball game for Dara and for Riceland Cabinet in the second. They go 3 up, 3 down at the end of 2. No score between Riceland Cabinet and Graham Infield.
Building your own home, one that fits your individual tastes and needs, can be an exciting as well as hectic time in your life. Hello, this is Ron Lechner, president of Riceland Homes. At Riceland Homes, we know that your home is probably the biggest investment you'll ever make. We also know there are countless decisions necessary to make that home perfect for you. At Riceland Homes, we'll guide you from start to finish with sound professional advice. We'll offer a variety of alternatives, from the practical to the extravagant. And of course, you'll always get quality workmanship and value for your money. We want to build you a home you'll be proud to own. Stop by and inspect our model home on East Lincoln Way in Orville. We'll be glad to answer your questions. Quality home building and customer satisfaction. That's what we like and do best at Riceland Homes, East Lincoln Way, Route 30 near Orville. We're open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sundays, 1 to 5 p.m.
Top half of the 3rd inning. Bottom of the order for Graham Infield. The number 8 hitter, Randy Floyd, Jerry Ballgren, and to the top, and Scott Depker. Randy Floyd, the catcher, stands in. Floyd hitting at .309, 1 homer, 17 RBIs on the year. First pitch is high for a ball. The ball game last night, Floyd against Schaup was 1 for 2. Singled and popped up to the catcher. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Pitch to Floyd. 1 ball, 1 strike. Both teams opened the ball game with a hit, and since that time, the pitchers have retired 6 straight. Schaup for Riceland Cabinet and Dara for Graham Infield. Pitch outside for a ball. 2 balls and a strike to Randy Floyd. Pitch, strike called. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Graham Infield in the tournament, they opened the tournament with an 8-0 win over Ashland St. Ed's, beat Sycamore 5-4, beat Chillicothe Central Auto 7-2. A pitch to Floyd is up high for a ball.
Full count.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Then in the finals of the winners bracket, Riceland knocked off Graham Infield 5-0. Graham Infield came back to knock out Kidron 5-1 in the game this morning. Pitch, pop, foul. Lee Miller giving chase, but it's out of play. Drops down the first base side. So the count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. Graham Infield, a good hitting ball club, came into the tournament with a team batting average of .296. 3-2 pitch to Floyd. Line drive into center field for a base hit. Floyd singles to center as Keith Geiser gets the ball back to the infield. Floyd
for a base.
leadoff single here in the third. That's the second hit in the ball game for Graham Infield.
Todd Depker on deck.
That will bring up the second baseman, Jerry Ballgren. Ballgren hitting at .242. No homers and 13 RBIs. Zerker and Mast expecting the bunt. The pitch bunted at and missed by Ballgren. Runner at first, Floyd scampering back to first as the second baseman Ryder cut in behind him. Lee Miller faked the throw but did not throw it. So one strike on the hitter Ballgren. The pitch bunts it foul, popped up behind the plate, and Lee Miller catches it on the run. Right in front of the screen. The ball popped up, never got more than about 10 feet off the ground, but Lee Miller located it right away. Caught it right in front of the screen, so Ballgren pops out to the catcher. One out.
Russ Jones on deck.
We go to the top and Scott Depker. Runner at first, Floyd. Depker singled his first time up. Left-handed hitter up high. The ball gets past Lee Miller over his head. Off the glove and bounces back to the screen. Advancing to second is Randy Floyd. Graham Infield has a man in scoring position with one out. One ball on Depker. Pitch drilled foul down the first base side. Of the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Breeze picking up a little bit. Blowing out as I look at the flag out in center field, blowing out towards center field. A big home run by Marty Fox in the first ball game over the center field fence. Pitch foul back to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Depker. On deck, Russ Jones. No scores. We're playing here in the top half of the third inning. Winner advances to the Nationals. Pitch over the head of Lee Miller for a ball. Riser that just kept going. Oh, wild pitch. Randy Floyd is at third.
Runner goes up with a pitch.
Pass ball and a wild pitch. And the man at third base. The pitch to Depker. Fly ball. Right center field. Guys are coming in. Still coming in. Makes the catch. Here's going to be a play at the plate as the runner tags. And he will score. The throw a little up the third base line. A sacrifice fly by Depker.
Scott Depker flies out the
Geyser caught the ball on the run. Perfect throw. Might have had him, but the throw was up the line a little bit. An RBI and a sacrifice fly for Depker. And Graham Infield has a 1-0 lead over Riceland Cabinet. I will bring up the shortstop, Russ Jones. 2 down. First pitch to Jones is a ball. Very open stance for Jones up front of in the box. One hopper to third. Fielded there by Gates Mast. Fires across the diamond. Retires Russ Jones. But in the third, Graham Infield breaks through. They pick up a run on a base hit. No errors. Nobody left. Middle of 3. It is Graham Infield 1. Riceland Cabinet nothing.
Honesty really is the best policy. And Kidron Cars has reason to know that in the long run, it's the only sensible policy to follow. For the past 9 years, Kidron Cars has built a solid reputation in the used car business. Stop by Kidron Cars, Route 30 and Kidron Road, and check out these super used car specials. A 1988 2-door blue Regal, a 4-door dark blue 1988 Dodge Dynasty. Or check out these collector item automobiles purchased in Oregon where there's no salt. A 1966 Ford Mustang and a 1973 Dodge Challenger. Most of the used cars and trucks purchased by Kidron Cars are hand-picked from new car dealers, purchased privately, and many are one-owner vehicles. Stop in and deal with a dealer, Gordon Amstutz. Kidron Cars, Route 30 at Kidron Road, just 10 miles east of Worcester. That's Kidron Cars, Route 30, proud to support these broadcasts of fast-pitch tournament softball here on WKVX. That's Kidron Cars, just 10 miles east of Worcester on Route 30.
Bottom half of the third inning for Riceland Cabinet. Chet Slabaugh, Gates Mask, and Rick Yoder scheduled 3 hitters to face Luke Dara. Riceland with 1 hit in the ball game. That a leadoff single by Yoder in the first inning. And since that time, Dara has retired 6 straight. First pitch, line drive to left field. The left fielder coming in, dives, and he caught the ball. The home plate umpire says he got the glove down. A diving catch by the left fielder, Depker. Good play by the left fielder. Out number 1. Chet Slabaugh flies out to left. 1 out, and that will bring up the third baseman, Gates Mast. Mast comes in with an average of .236. No homers, 10 RBIs. First pitch to Mast is outside for a ball. Gates in the tournament, 1 for 9 in the 4 games. A 1-ball pitch by Dara popped up in the infield. Shortstop Russ Jones calls for it. Out behind the bag, and he makes the catch. Gates Mass pops out to short. 2 down. Go to the top of the order, and Rick Yoder.
Keep guys are on deck.
Yoder with the only hit in the ball game for Riceland. Led off the first with a single. Went to second on an error. Was advanced, or went to third on a sacrifice bunt by Geyser. But Dara got out of the inning by striking out Zerker and getting Lee Miller to ground out. 2 down for Yoder. Pitch bounced foul down the third base side. 1 strike on the hitter, Rick Yoder. Yoder second on the team, or rather third on the team. Batting average, hitting at .335. Lee Miller and Ken Schaup, the only 2 with averages better than that. Swings and fouls it back to the screen. 2 strikes on the hitter, Rick Yoder. 2 out here in the bottom of the third. Graham Infield in front, 1-0. Infield wins this ball game. Will have to play another. Pitch, changeup, pop foul, and out of play down the third base side. Riceland Cabinet does not have a loss in the tournament. Graham Infield with 1 loss. So they would need to defeat Riceland twice to win it. Pitch to Yoder, misses outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Rick Yoder. Winner of this tournament advances to the Nationals at Highland, Indiana. A pitch, Yoder inside for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Last year, the Kidron Merchants won the state tournament. Riceland Cabinet finished second. The Cabinet men hoping to move up a notch this year. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Rick Yoder. Right-handed hitter, deep in the box, swing and a miss, strike 3. Dara strikes out Yoder. That's 9 straight retired by Dara. 3rd strikeout of the ball game for Dara. For Riceland Cabinet in the 3rd, they go 3 up, 3 down. At the end of 3, Graham Infield 1, Riceland Cabinet nothing.
When you go to the Mount Hope auction, you'd best pay attention. Every time you turn around, there's something sold. It seems like every time a consignment is made, it doesn't take but a minute for it to be sold. And besides, it's downright fun to go to the Mount Hope auction. Whether you're buying or selling, it's the kind of action you'll like. The Mount Hope auction is held every Wednesday. Hay and straw and produce auctioned at 11:30 a.m. Feeder pigs at 2 p.m. Fat cattle at 4 p.m. and hogs at 5:30 p.m. Sell your livestock the competitive way at the Mount Hope auction. State Route 241, just south of the Wayne-Holmes County line. Plus, there's a flea market every Wednesday. And be sure to bring the family and friends for the Mid-Ohio Draft Horse Sale October 12th. Standardbred, saddlebred, ponies, and draft horses will all be auctioned. Visit the Mount Hope auction every Wednesday, State Route 241, located just south of the Wayne-Holmes County line.
Top half of the 4th inning, Graham Infield. They have the middle of the order, Marty Fox, Craig Fox, and Joe Lacasio, the scheduled 3 hitters to face Ken Schaup. The only run of the ball game came in the top half of the 3rd inning. Single by Randy Floyd to lead off for Graham Infield. Went to second on a pass ball. Went to third on a wild pitch. Jerry Bolgren popped out to the catcher, trying to sacrifice him to third. And then a sacrifice fly by Scott Depker to center field plated the only run of the ball game. Little delay here starting the inning as our right fielder Myron Miller, I believe, was having some trouble with his glove. Either that or the catcher Lee Miller having some problems with the catcher's mitt. Graham Infield, 1 run, 2 hits. They've committed an error for Riceland Cabinet. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They have stranded 1. For Graham Infield, Marty Fox to lead off. Fox, the third baseman, big right-handed hitter, and the first pitch by Schaup is up high for a ball. Marty Fox, 0 for 1 in the ball game, grounded out to third his first time up. Fox in the state tournament now against Schaup is 0 for 4. Pitch down low for a ball. 1 ball, or rather 2 balls, no strikes to Marty Fox. Fox hitting at .357. There's a strike called. Pitch caught the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike to Marty Fox. 2-1 pitch to Fox. Changeup misses outside. 3-1 on Marty Fox. Ball game earlier today, Graham Infield defeated Kidron 5-1. Marty Fox, the home run over the center field fence, his 15th of the year. Pitch outside for a ball. Oh, Marty Fox draws a walk to open the 4th for Graham Infield. It's the first walk in the ball game for Ken Schaup, and that is only the 3rd walk in 33 innings here in the state tournament for Ken Schaup. Time called as the catcher Lee Miller again having some problems with his mitt. And they're going to let the pitcher Schaup throw a couple to Miller. He says it's fine. So runner at first, nobody out. Top half of the 4th inning. Graham Infield, the number 4 hitter Craig Fox, steps in. Fox, the right fielder, grounded out to LaRue Zerker his first time up. Pitch, bunts it in front of the plate. Fielded by Schaup's going to go to second to throw, not in time. In with the slide is Marty Fox. So Graham Infield has runners at first and second with nobody out. Fielder's choice. Craig Fox reaches first and second, nobody out. And Joe Lacazio stands in. Lacazio flied out to center his first time up. Lacazio on the year, .318 hitter. Bunts it down the first base side, fielded by Zerker, and he'll tag out Lacazio, but the sacrifice is successful. Fielded by LaRue Zerker, both runners advance. Marty Fox to third and Craig Fox to second. So the runners at second and third with 1 out, and Pat Sicantelli stands in. Sicantelli, the DH in the ball game. He's 0 for 1, flied out to right his first time up. Left-handed hitter, pitch, pop, foul down the third base side. Gates Mask giving chase, and he makes the catch. A runner at third is going to tag and score. Gates Mask fell down, making the catch, and then couldn't get the ball out of his glove. You won't see that very often, a sacrifice fly on a pop to the third baseman. Gates Mask made a nice play on the ball. He slid into the fence, making the catch. And then when he got up, he couldn't get the ball out of his glove. That has to go as a sacrifice fly to the third baseman. RBI for Sicantelli, and it's a 2-0 ball game in favor of Graham Infield. First pitch to Cardinal is popped up in the infield. Shortstop Yoder over, under it, behind the bag at second base, and he makes the catch. But for Graham Infield in the top half of the 4th inning, they pick up a run without the benefit of a base hit. No errors and a man left. Middle of 4, it is Graham Infield 2, Riceland Cabinet nothing.
When it's hot outside, it's hot in the kitchen, and that means it's time to get your summer priorities in order. When dinner's served is so wonderful change to know you won't have to prepare it yourself. Get away from the routine with dinner at the El Rancho Grande, 4586 Lincoln Way East in Worcester. At El Rancho Grande, they specialize in home-cooked Italian and American cuisine, including steaks, seafood, and sandwiches. If you want pizza, El Rancho Grande has the best. Each piece is generously covered with your favorite toppings. El Rancho Grande also accepts reservations. Banquets, catering, and carry-out service are available, too. And beginning August 1st, El Rancho Grande will have new hours. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 5 p.m. to 1 a.m., Sunday, 5 to 11 p.m., and closed on Monday. El Rancho Grande, 4586 Lincoln Way East in Worcester. That's El Rancho Grande in Worcester for the best Italian-American-made food.
Bottom half of the fourth inning for Riceland Cabinet. Keith Geiser to lead off. Geiser, Zerker, and Miller, the scheduled three hitters to face Luke Dara. Dara gave up a single to Rick Yoder to open the ball game, and since that time, he has retired 9 straight. First pitch, line drive left center field, but the center fielder has him played perfectly, shaded over into left center, and the center fielder Lacasio makes the catch. Lacasio was shaded over into left center, pretty well hit ball by Geiser, but right to the center fielder Lacasio, out number 1. Now we'll bring up the first baseman, LaRue Zerker. Zerker 0 for 1 in the ball game. Is a strikeout victim, one of 3 strikeouts in the ball game for Dara. Zerker now 6 for 14 here in the state tournament. First pitch, Zerker drills it into center field past a diving Ballgren at second base. He's going to try for 2. The throw to second, and he is out. Perfect throw by Lacasio, the center fielder, right on the money, and they nail Zerker. Oh, credit Zerker with a single, and he is thrown out 8-6. Lacasio with a perfect throw nails Zerker, so 2 down. And that will bring up the catcher, Lee Miller. Graham Infield wins this ball game. We'll play again. First pitch to Miller, up high for a ball. Miller's 0 for 1 in the ballgame, grounded to second his first time up. Lee now 7 for 16 in the tournament. Pitch fouled out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike on the hitter, Lee Miller. That hit by Zerker,
1-1.
second hit of the ballgame for Riceland Cabinet. Lee Miller, the catcher, also the manager for Riceland Cabinet. Pitch foul down the right field line. It is drifting out of play. Up stayed in play, but the second baseman Ballgren, a right fielder Fox giving chase, along with the first baseman Cardinal, and it dropped in foul territory. So the count 1 ball, 2 strikes on Lee Miller. Miller with an average of .364. And that leads the Cabinet men. The pitch to Lee Miller fouled back to the screen, so the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. In the ball game last night, the game Riceland won over Graham Infield 5-0. Miller was 1 for 4. Riceland got a run in the first, 3 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth. Pitch, changeup in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Lee Miller. 2 out here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Delivery by Dara. Fastball up high, just missed. Miller started to go and checked his swing. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Dara struck out 3, not walked a man. Playing here in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch to Miller, reaches out and fouls it down the first base side. Good job of protecting the plate that time by Lee Miller. Pitch on the outside part of the plate. Might have been outside, but too close to take. Miller just reached out with the bat, fouls it off. Full count on the hitter, Lee Miller. Nobody on, 2 down. Pitch, ball 4, low and inside. First walk of the ball game for Dara.
Lee Miller draws a base.
Riceland Cabinet has a man at first with 2 down. That brings up the pitcher, Ken Schaup.
Jim Ryder on deck.
Schaup's 0 for 1. Grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. Schaup, a right-handed hitter, takes the strike called. Breaking pitch that caught the inside corner. Schaup in the tournament, 3 for 17. The pitch bounced to the left side, fielded by Jones. The shortstop's going to go to first. The throw in the dirt, but dug out by Cargnell. And Schaup is out 6-3 on the play. So for Riceland Cabinet in the 4th, no runs. They had a base hit, no errors, and a man left. At the end of 4 complete, it is Graham Infield 2, Riceland Cabinet nothing.
Everybody likes to save money, but in home building, you better watch your step. That tip from Riceland Cabinets to the do-it-yourself builder. Like the cheaper way usually turns out to be the most expensive. Inferior quality is almost always false economy. If you're planning home improvements to the kitchen or bathroom, see the experts at Riceland Cabinets in Orville. At Riceland Cabinets, they can custom design kitchen, bathroom, specialty cabinets, or even an entertainment center in Formica or oak. Contact Lee Miller and his staff. They'll be happy to provide on-site measurements and free estimates. Stop by Riceland Cabinets, East Lincoln Way, just south of Orville on Route 30, and inspect their display of beautiful kitchen and bathroom cabinets. Build and plan for the future with quality materials and workmanship from Riceland Cabinets. Riceland Cabinets open 8 a.m. to 4:30 weekdays, 8 to 12 on Saturday. Riceland Cabinets will help you with your home improvement questions with sound advice, excellent value, and better methods. Riceland Cabinets, Lincoln Way East, Route 30, just south of Orville.
Randy Floyd to lead off for Graham Infield. Graham Infield with a 2-0 lead. Picked up a run in the 3rd inning. Randy Floyd, man coming to the plate, started the inning with a single, went to second on a pass ball, 3rd on a wild pitch, and then scored. Riceland Cabinet is undefeated. So if this score holds, we'll play again. If Riceland Cabinet can come back to win this game, would mean they would win the state and advance to the Nationals to be held Labor Day weekend in Highland, Indiana. The umpire, not sure, stop action here. I think the umpire wants a couple new softballs before we get going. Riceland Cabinet in the tournament. They opened tournament play with a 6-3 win over the Chillicothe Merchants. Came back, beat Gradhaw 2-1. That ball game in 8 innings. And in the semifinals of the winners bracket, they defeated Piqua 5-4. And in the finals of the winners bracket last night, they beat Graham Infield 5-0 behind a 4-hitter from Schaup. Now we're ready. First pitch to Floyd. Bounce to the left side. Fielded by the shortstop Yoder. Long throw in time to retire Floyd. 6-3. Randy Floyd is out number 1.
Second baseman, Jerry Baldwin.
Graham Infield has only 2 hits in the ball game. A leadoff single by Depker to start the ball game. Then a single by Randy Floyd. That's the only 2 hits in the game for Graham Infield. But they lead 2-0 here in the 5th. First pitch to Ballgren is a strike called. Jerry Ballgren, the second baseman, he's 0 for 1. Popped out to the catcher trying to sacrifice his first time up. Pitch outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ballgren. The pitch by Schaup, line drive, left field, foul ball. Hooking foul down the left side. Ballgren on the year hitting at .242. No homers, 13 RBIs. In the tournament against Schaup, he was 0 for 2 last night. So he's 0 for 3 against Schaup here in the state tournament. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ballgren. Schaup, the windmiller, delivers. Bounce foul down the third base side. The count remains 1-2. 3 umpires for this ball game.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The rest of the tournament games up until now played with only 2 umpires. For the finals, they have 3. 1-2 count on Ballgren. Schaub delivers up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ballgren. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Graham Infield in front of Riceland. 2-0. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Ballgren, a strikeout victim. It's the first strikeout of the ball game for Schaub. 2 down. Go to the top of the order, and Scott Depker. Depker 1 for 1. Singled in the first and had an RBI sacrifice fly in the 3rd. Left-handed hitter, swing and a foul tip. The first pitch goes back to the screen. 1 strike on Depker. .250 all the way around here at Evergreen Park. The fence, swing and a miss, strike 2. Pretty good drop by Schaub. No balls, 2 strikes on Depker. 2 out, nobody on. Left-handed hitting Depker bounces it down the first base side. It is foul. LaRue Zerker, the first baseman, standing right on the line, and he can't believe it. No doubt, according to the home plate umpire.
2 strikes.
So 2 strikes on Depker. Schaub checks for the sign. Delivers. Bounce. This one's fair. Right to Zerker. Steps on first. Out number 3. Depker bounces out to first. Top of the 5th for Graham Infield. They go 3 up, 3 down. Middle of 5. It is Graham Infield 2. Riceland Cabinet, nothing.
After 20.
Hey, Frank, let's head over to Smithville. Check out some of the good used cars at Smithville Motors. I heard on the radio they have some pretty good deals right now.
Oh, I don't know. They have all that construction on 585.
Hey, no problem. From Worcester, just take the back Orville Road to EB Road, turn left, going north, couple of miles, and you're in Smithville. It's simple.
Okay, well, let's go.
Yes, it may be a little harder to get to Smithville right now, but at Smithville Motors, they will make it worth your while when you do stop in. Check out the great prices on these late model vehicles right now at Smithville Motors. A 1981 Reliant 4-door automatic 4-cylinder, good body, no rust, just $12.95. Check out a 1986 Buick Somerset, beautiful 2-tone blue, automatic, power steering, power brakes, air conditioning, just $64.95. How about a 1988 Mercury Grand Marquis GL? Automatic, power steering, power brakes, all the extras. This car is loaded, just $12,995. You can see it at Smithville Motors. Or check out a 1986 Plymouth Horizon 5-speed, only $29.95. Head to Smithville. Smithville Motors, 610 East Main Street, the home of happy customers. That's Smithville Motors.
Bottom half of the 5th inning for Riceland Cabinet. Jim Ryder, Dwayne Slabaugh, and Chet Slabaugh. They scheduled 3 hitters to face the right-hander Luke Dara. Dara's been tough. He's allowed only 2 hits. No runs, 2 hits in the ballgame for Riceland Cabinet. First pitch to Ryder's outside for a ball. Ryder's 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Grounded to second his first time up. Dara, the right-hander, pitches. Fly ball, right field. The right fielder, Fox, moves over 2 steps to his left and puts it away for out number 1. Ryder flies out to right. 1 out. That will bring up Dwayne Slabaugh. Slabaugh, the DH. 0 for 1. It's one of 3 strikeouts in the ballgame for Dara. Dara struck out 3 and walked 1. The right-hander delivers ball low and outside. 1 ball on Dwayne Slabaugh. Slabaugh comes in hitting at .203. No homers, 6 RBIs. Pitch, strike called.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. 2 hits in the ballgame for Riceland Cabinet. Single by Rick Yoder to open the first. A single by LaRue Zerker in the last inning. Pitch, line foul down the third base side. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Dwayne Slabaugh.
1 ball, 2
The Kidron Merchants got knocked into the losers bracket. They ended up winning 6 ball games. Ended up the tournament 6-2. Lost, and then yesterday won 3 games, but lost this morning. Pitch, or lost rather this afternoon. Pitch up high for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Dwayne Slabaugh. Graham Infield knocked Kidron out of the tournament by the score of 5-1. The pitch high inside for a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Dwayne Slaybaugh. Dara thought that might have been over the plate. 3-2. The pitch to Slaybaugh. Ball 4. Up high, so Dwayne Slaybaugh draws a 1-out walk. Second walk of the ball game for Dara. And that will bring up the left fielder, Chet Slaybaugh. Chet Slaybaugh 0 for 1 in the ball game. Flied out to left his first time up. He's now 3 for 13 in the tournament. Chet, a left-handed hitter. The first pitch by Dara is outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes on Chet Slaybaugh. Graham Infield wins. We play again. If Riceland wins, it's over, and Riceland would advance. Pitch foul back to the screen.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike on Chet Slaybaugh. Slaybaugh came into the ball game, or into the tournament, hitting at .242. No homers, 12 RBIs. The pitch by Dara just missed outside. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Dara shaking his head. Doesn't quite agree with the home plate umpire. 2 balls and a strike to Chet Slaybaugh. 1 out, a man at first for Riceland Cabinet. Bottom of the 5th, they trailed 2-0. Pitch ball 2, or rather ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to Chet Slaybaugh. On deck for Riceland is Gates Mast. It's a 3-1 pitch by Dara. Fouled out of play down the left side.
Full count.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Chet Slaybaugh. Dara gets a new softball, ready to go. 3-2 pitch to Slaybaugh is ball 4 outside. The runner's going, but it's ball 4. And we're going to get a little bit of an argument. Both the catcher and the pitcher can't believe it. It's ball 4. Second walk of the ball game for Dara, or rather second walk of the inning. Third walk of the ball game.
1 out.
And both the catcher, Dara the pitcher, and the catcher, Randy Floyd, could not believe the call. We're going to get a visit from the manager for Graham Infield. Wants to settle down the pitcher, Dara. So, 2 walks here in this inning. And Riceland Cabinet has runners at first and second. Now we're having a little bit of an argument from the bench. The home plate umpire has just tossed one of the Graham Infield. Somebody from the bench has tossed him out of the ball game. So, 1 out.
Please leave the ballpark.
Runners at first and second for Riceland Cabinet here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Graham Infield leading 2-0. A little hesitant to leave the park, and the umpire said you either leave or it's a forfeit. Oh, just about ready for action again. Dwayne Slaybaugh at second, Chet Slaybaugh at first. 1 out, and Gates Mast will come to the plate. The catcher, Floyd, and the pitcher, Dara, have not agreed with the strike zone in this inning. But walks to Dwayne and Chet Slaybaugh after Jim Ryder flied out. Riceland Cabinet with runners at first and second and 1 out. Gates Mast at the plate. Right-handed hitting Gates Mast. 0 for 1 and popped up to short his first time up. Expect a bunt. The pitch is a strike called. Mast shortened up as if to bunt and took it for a strike. The third baseman, Marty Fox, and the first baseman, Robert Cardinal, both playing very close to the hitter, Gates Mast, expecting the bunt. The 1-strike pitch to Mast is outside for a ball, and again Mast showed bunt.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike on Gates Mast. On deck, Rick Yoder. 1 out. Bottom half of the fifth inning. Graham Infield in front, 2-0, but Riceland with a threat. Runners at first and second. The pitch, Gates Mass tries to bunt, misses it. The steal to third, and the runner is safe. Dwayne Slaybaugh stealing third. The shortstop coming over to cover Jones, and it was a bang-bang play. They say that Slaybaugh got in underneath the tag. So a double steal. Dwayne Slaybaugh steals third. Chet Slaybaugh goes to second. Jones, the shortstop, coming over to cover as the third baseman, Marty Fox, was playing in for the bunt. And when Gates Mass shortened up, he charged. So Dwayne Slaybaugh stole third.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
For Dwayne Slaybaugh on the year. That is his fourth steal in 4 attempts. So runners at second and third, 1 out. The count on Gates Mass is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tying run at second base. Slaybaugh at third. That is Dwayne Slaybaugh and Chet Slaybaugh at second. 1-2 count on Gates Mass. And the catcher, Randy Floyd, wants time. Come out to the mound to talk to Luke Dara. Riceland 33-20 on the year. Graham Infield 50-31 on the year. Graham Infield with 1 loss in the tournament. That a 5-0 loss to Riceland last night in the finals of the winners bracket. But they lead here 2-0 as we play in the bottom of the fifth. Runners at second and third, and Gates Mass steps back in. The pitch to Mass. Fly ball left field, foul, and out of play. So the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rather, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Mast. Mast in the tournament 1 for 10. Last night in the ballgame against Graham Infield, he was 1 for 2, so only hit in the tournament against Graham Infield. 1-2 count on Gates Mast. The pitch by Dara. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him to chase one up around the letters. Strikeout number 4 in the ballgame for Luke Dara. 2 down. We go to the top of the order, and Rick Yoder. Yoder is 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Singled and struck out. So runners at second and third for Rick Yoder. 2-0 ball game in favor of Graham Infield. Luke Dara ready. The pitch to Yoder, high for a ball. Yoder hitting .335 on the year, and he is 5 for 13 in the tournament, just about his season average. The pitch, pop, foul, and out of play behind the screen.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike on Rick Yoder. Yoder with one of only 2 hits in the ballgame for Riceland Cabinet. The 1-1 pitch to Yoder, swinging at S. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Both teams with 2 hits in the ballgame, but Graham Infield has the 2 runs. 1-2 on Yoder. Runners at second and third. The pitch by Dara is inside for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Floyd, the catcher. Dara, the pitcher, wanted the call. 2-2 count on Yoder. Dara checks for the sign from Floyd. The windup and the pitch. Drilled into left center field. That could be trouble. The center fielder on the run. It is over his head. Off the wall. This is a tie game as Slaybaugh comes in to score from second. And standing at second base is Yoder with a double. Rick Yoder bangs one off the left center field fence. Brings home 2 runs. And we're tied at 2. So the 2 walks come back to haunt Dara.
2 outs.
Yoder at second base. Chet Slaybaugh scoring from second. Dwayne Slaybaugh from third. We're tied at 2 here in the bottom of the fifth. Rick Yoder, his 6th hit of the state tournament. 2 RBIs and a double for Yoder. That's the 3rd hit of the ball game for Riceland Cabinet. That will bring up Keith Geiser, the center fielder, and the first pitch is a strike called. Geiser, 301 average coming in. He is 4 for 14 in the tournament, 0 for 1 in this ball game. Sacrifice bunt the first time and then flied out. Line drive left center field. That's a base hit. That will score Yoder. Heading for second is Geiser. He'll round second, go to third. No play. A stand-up triple for Yoder. Or rather for Geiser. Geiser with a triple, and it is a 3-2 Riceland lead.
Geiser hits a triple into right center field. Driving in a third.
2 out. A 2-out double by Yoder to score 2. And then a triple by Keith Geiser. And the Cabinet men are in front 3-2. That will bring up the first baseman, LaRue Zerker. Zerker 1 for 2 in the ball game. Struck out and singled. First pitch to Zerker is a strike called. Geiser at third. 3 runs in. And a 3-2 Riceland Cabinet lead. The pitch to Zerker. Change up in the dirt. Gets past the catcher. Geiser will score. Change up in the dirt. That'll go as a wild pitch. And coming in to score the 4th run of the inning is Keith Geiser. And it is a 4-2 Riceland Cabinet lead. 2 walks in this inning, then a double by Yoder, a triple by Geiser, and a wild pitch scores the 4th run of the inning, 4th run of the ball game for Riceland Cabinet. 1 ball, 1 strike to Zerker. Pitch is a strike called.
1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to LaRue Zerker. These teams have met twice this year. Riceland Cabinet has won both. And won the first one 3-2, that in the Memorial Day tournament. Swing and a miss by Zerker, strike 3. 3-2 in the Memorial Day tournament, and 5-0 last night. Here in the 5th inning for Riceland Cabinet, they pick up 4 runs, 2 base hits, no errors, nobody left. The end of 5, it is Riceland Cabinet 4, Graham Infield 2.
Home building is a complicated business. There's so many decisions one must make, such as type of home, type of materials one should use, and so on. Hi, I'm Ron Lechner, president of Riceland Homes. We can help you make the right decisions for your dream home. Riceland Homes has been building top-quality homes in this area for many years. We use only the best materials, and all our workers pride themselves on their craftsmanship and are dedicated to pleasing you, the customer. Riceland Homes is very proud in knowing that the service we've given homeowners over the years has become our best advertisement. So if home building is in your future plans, stop by and see us at Riceland Homes, East Lincoln Way, just outside Orville on Route 30. At Riceland Homes, we'll be glad to answer any of your questions and go over our many house plans with you. Or if you have your own home plans, we'll be happy to work up a price estimate for you. Quality home building. It's what we like and what we do best at Riceland Homes, East Lincoln Way, US 30, just outside of Orville.
Rock and roll all day and all of the night on WKVX Worcester.
Top half of the 6th inning here at Kidron. A Riceland Cabinet in front of Graham Infield by the score of 4-2. 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Cabinet men.
Shortstop, Russ Jones.
Here in the 6th inning for Graham Infield, the heart of the order, the number 2 hitter, Russ Jones, Marty Fox, and Craig Fox scheduled to face Shelf. First pitch, rip foul down the left side by Russ Jones. Jones in the ball game is 0 for 1. Sacrificed his first time and then grounded to third, second time up. 1 run, or rather 2 runs on 2 hits in the ball game for Graham Infield. Pitch, Jones pops it foul down the first side. LaRue Zerker over it, drops foul in front of the fence, but Zerker not able to catch up with it. So 2 strikes on the hitter, Russ Jones. Jones came in with an average of .318, and in the 2 games against Schaup, he is now 0 for 4, looking for his first hit. Right-handed hitter, very open stance. Pitch, fly ball, left center field. Slay ball on the run. Geyser on the run. Neither one will catch it. Bounces off the fence, and heading for second with a stand-up double is Russ Jones. Jones leads off the 6th inning with a double to left center. That is the 3rd hit off Schaub. Graham Infield has the lead man on here in the 6th. This is scheduled 4-7. Riceland Cabinet wins. They win the tournament and advance to the Nationals. If Graham Infield can bounce back to win this one, we would play one more to decide the champ. At the plate, Marty Fox. One hopper right back to Schaub. Fumbles it, picks it up, and throws out Fox. One hopper right back to the box. Schaub knocked it down, picks it up, and throws out Marty Fox. That's a big man down because Marty Fox has 15 home runs on the year. He bounces out to Schaub. One out. That will bring up the right fielder and the cleanup hitter, Craig Fox. Fox 0 for 2 in the ballgame, grounded to first, and reached on a fielder's choice. Graham Infield picked up a run in the 3rd inning on a base hit, a pass ball, a wild pitch, and a sacrifice fly, and they added a run in the 4th on a sacrifice fly. First pitch to Craig Fox is a strike called. Schaub 2-0 on the year against Graham Infield. Beat him 3-2 over the Memorial Day, at the Memorial Day tournament over at Orr Park, and shut out Graham Infield last night 5-0. Pitch, changeup drilled to right field. Myron Miller back at the fence. He has room, and he makes the catch. Out number 2. Going to 3rd is Jones. Jones tags up and goes to 3rd, but there's 2 down. When that left the bat, it looked like it might have enough to get out of here. But Myron Miller, the right fielder, was playing Fox deep. Went back and caught it right in front of the fence in right field. 2 down. That will bring up the center fielder, Joe Locascio. Locasio's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Flied out and sacrificed. First pitch, swing and a miss. Schaub has struck out 1. He has walked 1 in the ball game. Allowed the 2 runs on 3 hits. Pitch, Locascio fouls it out of play. So Schaub ahead, 2 strikes. 2 strikes on Locascio. 2 down, runner at 3rd. 4-2 Riceland lead here in the 6th inning. Pitch up high for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Locascio. The 1-2 pitch by Schaub. Grounded past the diving shortstop into left center field for a base hit. Yoder, the shortstop, dove, knocked or got a glove on it, but rolls into short center field. An RBI single for Locascio, and it's a 4-3 Riceland lead. Russ Jones coming in to score. 4-3, Riceland in front. 2 out here in the top of the 6th, and that will bring to the plate the designated hitter, Pat Cicantelli. Cicantelli's 0 for 1. Flied out to right, and hit a sacrifice fly. RBI. That back in the 4th inning, the 2nd run for Graham Infield. Cicantelli, 268 on the year, 10 homers, 29 RBIs, but 4 of his 10 home runs have been here in the state tournament. Tall left-handed hitter. Cicantelli swings and misses in the first delivery by Schaub. He had a home run cut. 1 strike on Cicantelli. Schaub delivers up high for a ball.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike on Cicantelli. Runner at first is Locascio. Pitch outside for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Defensively, Riceland playing Cicantelli deep and to pull the ball. Swing and a foul tip back to the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The center fielder, Keith Geyser, playing over a couple steps into right center. Slayball, the left fielder, playing well off the line in left. And Myron Miller, the right fielder, deep and straight away. Strike 3 called. Curveball by Schaub strikes out Cicantelli. But Graham Infield in the 6th inning, they pick up a run. 2 base hits, no errors, and a man left. Middle of 6. It is Riceland Cabinet 4, Graham Infield 3.
Honesty really is the best policy, and Kidron Cars has reason to know that in the long run, it's the only sensible policy to follow. For the past 9 years, Kidron Cars has built a solid reputation in the used car business. Stop by Kidron Cars, Route 30 and Kidron Road, and check out these super used car specials. A 1988 two-door Blue Regal, a four-door dark blue 1988 Dodge Dynasty. Or check out these collector item automobiles purchased in Oregon where there's no salt. A 1966 Ford Mustang and a 1973 Dodge Challenger. Most of the used cars and trucks purchased by Kidron Cars are hand-picked from new car dealers, purchased privately, and many are one-owner vehicles. Stop in and deal with the dealer, Gordon Amstutz. Kidron Cars, Route 30 at Kidron Road, just 10 miles east of Worcester. That's Kidron Cars, Route 30, proud to support these broadcasts of fast-pitch tournament softball here on WKVX. That's Kidron Cars, just 10 miles east of Worcester on Route 30.
Bottom half of the sixth inning here at Kidron. Fast pitch softball state tournament action. Riceland Cabinet leading 4-3 over Graham Infield in the bottom of the sixth. For Riceland Cabinet, Lee Miller, Ken Schaup, and Jim Ryder, the scheduled three hitters to face the right-hander Luke Dara. Glad you're with us. Galen Schwartzentruber, studio engineer Brian Miller. First pitch to Lee Miller is a strike called. Miller in the ballgame is 0 for 1, grounded out and walked. Lee having a very good state tournament. The pitch, swing and a miss, chased one out of the strike zone.
0-2.
2 strikes on Lee Miller. Miller in the state tournament, 7 for 16. And he came in hitting at .364. 6 homers, 35 RBIs on the year for the Riceland catcher. 2-strike pitch by Dara. Fly ball, short center field. The second baseman, Ballgren, drifting back onto the outfield grass and puts it away. Miller pops out to Ballgren. Out number 1. That will bring up the pitcher, Ken Schaup. Schaup, 0 for 2 in the ball game. Bounced to the pitcher, rounded out to short his first 2 times up. Dara's pitch to Schaup is a strike called. Riceland, 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They have only stranded 2 men. All 4 of Riceland Cabinet's runs coming in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch, strike called.
0-2.
2 strikes on the hitter, Ken Schaup. On deck, Jim Ryder. 2-strike pitch. Dara delivers, misses inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Schaup. Big hits in the ball game. Rick Yoder driving home 2 with a double and a triple by Keith Geiser. Swing and a miss. The ball gets past the catcher. Fielded over by Casey as it comes off the screen, and he throws out. Schaup. Strikeout, then 2-3 for the putout. That's strikeout number 5 in the ball game for Luke Dara. He struck out 5 and walked 3. 2 down. That will bring up the second baseman, Jim Ryder. Ryder's 0 for 2. Rounded to second and flied to right. Dara's first pitch is down low for a ball. Ryder in the tournament, 4 for 14. Came into the tournament hitting at .277. 1 homer and 14 ribbies on the year for Ryder. Right-handed hitter. Dara's pitch down low for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. For Graham Infield in the 7th, they will have the bottom 3 of the order scheduled to face Schaup. Pitch inside for a ball. 3 balls, no strikes on Ryder. 2 of the 3 walks in the ballgame allowed by Dara came in the 4-run 5th inning for Riceland. The pitch high and outside all the way back to the screen, so Ryder draws a walk. 2-out walk to Ryder. 4th walk of the ballgame for Dara. 2 down, and Dwayne Slaybaugh comes to the plate. Dwayne Slaybaugh 0 for 1 in the ballgame, struck out, walked and scored in the 4-run 5th. Slaybaugh had 1 at bat in the tournament before this ball game, but drew a walk then. First pitch down low for a ball. Slaybaugh, the designated hitter, hitting at .203 as he stands in. No homers, 6 RBIs. Dara's 1-ball pitch outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Riceland's 4 runs. Jim Ryder led off the bottom of the 5th, flied out, then walks to Slaybaugh, Dwayne Slaybaugh, and a walk to Chet Slaybaugh. Runners at first and second will get this pitch in. Ball 3 to Dwayne Slaybaugh, 3-0. After the 2 walks, he struck out Gates Mast, but Chet Slaybaugh, or Dwayne Slaybaugh, stole third. Chet Slaybaugh going to second on the steal, then a double by Rick Yoder and a triple by Geyser. 3-0 pitch is a strike called.
3-1.
And then Geyser scored the 4th run on a wild pitch. 3 balls and a strike to Dwayne Slaybaugh. 2 out runner at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside for ball 4. So Dwayne Slaybaugh has been to the plate 4 times here in the state tournament, and he has walked 3 times. Well, that's 5 walks in the ball game for Luke Dara. Runners at first and second, 2 down, and Chet Slaybaugh stands in. Lee Miller, the Riceland manager,
Pinch runner for Jim Ryder.
Have a pinch runner.
Mullet.
Steve Mullet will come into the ball game. He will run for Ryder. So Mullet comes out, and he will be at second base. Mullet at second. Dwayne Slaybaugh at first. 2 down, and Chet Slaybaugh coming to the plate. Chet in the ballgame, 0 for 1. Flied out to center, walked and scored in the 5th. Chet in the tournament, 3 hits and 13 at-bats. Came in hitting at .242. Insurance run at second for Riceland here in the 6th. The pitch up high for a ball. Dara only walked 1 batter through the first 4 innings, but he walked 2 in the 5th, and he has walked 2 here in the 6th inning. The 2 here in the 6th after 2 down. The pitch, strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike on Chet Slaybaugh. On deck, hoping for a chance to hit this inning, is Gates Mast. The 1-1 pitch to Chet Slaybaugh. Ripped foul down the third base side.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Chet Slaybaugh. 4-3, bottom of the 6th inning here at Evergreen Park in Kidron. Winner of this tournament advances to the Nationals over Labor Day weekend at Highland, Indiana. Ready for action. Dara, the windup and the pitch. Fly ball, left field. The left fielder coming in. Depker under it, and he makes the catch. Slaybaugh flies out to left. And here in the 6th inning for Riceland Cabinet, no runs, no hits, no errors. They strand 2 as 2 walks by Dara. But at the end of 6 complete, it is Riceland Cabinet 4, Graham Infield 3.
When you go to the Mount Hope auction, you'd best pay attention. Every time you turn around, there's something sold. It seems like every time a consignment is made, it doesn't take but a minute for it to be sold. And besides, it's downright fun to go to the Mount Hope auction. Whether you're buying or selling, it's the kind of action you'll like. The Mount Hope auction is held every Wednesday. Hay and straw and produce auctioned at 11:30 a.m. Feeder pigs at 2 p.m. Fat cattle at 4 p.m. and hogs at 5:30 p.m. Sell your livestock the competitive way at the Mount Hope auction. State Route 241, just south of the Wayne-Holmes County line. Plus, there's a flea market every Wednesday. And be sure to bring the family and friends for the Mid-Ohio Draft Horse Sale, October 12th. Standardbred, saddlebred, ponies, and draft horses will all be auctioned. Visit the Mount Hope auction every Wednesday, State Route 241, located just south of the Wayne-Holmes County line.
Top half of the 7th inning for Graham Infield. The bottom 3 in the order scheduled to face the right-hander Ken Schaup. 4-3, Riceland Cabinet in front. Well, they are 3 outs away from winning the state championship, state tournament here at Kidron, and advancing to the Nationals.
For Akron, Graham Infield.
But there's 3 big outs standing in the road. Robert Cardinal to lead off. First pitch, Cardinal shot to the shortstop. Yoder, 1 hop, throws to first in time. Well hit ball, but a 1-hopper to the shortstop, Rick Yoder. 1 out. That will bring up the catcher, Randy Floyd. Floyd's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Singled and scored back in the 3rd inning. That's the first run of the ball game. And then grounded to short in the 5th. Randy Floyd, the catcher. Floyd hitting at .309, 1 homer, 17 RBIs on the year. A right-handed hitter. Schaup has allowed 3 runs, 4 hits. He's struck out 2 and walked 1. First pitch by Schaup is outside for a ball. On deck, Jerry Ballgren. And then we go to the top of the order. Schaup's 1-ball pitch, curveball for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, Ken Schaup has worked all 5 games for Riceland Cabinet. It's 4-0. Pitch, ground ball into center field for a base hit. Past a diving Yoder at shortstop. Oh, a 1-out single by Randy Floyd.
Singles in the left center.
That is the 5th hit of the ball game for Graham Infield.
Second baseman, Jerry Ballgren.
That brings up the second baseman, Jerry Ballgren. Ballgren's 0 for 2 in the game. Popped out to the catcher, trying to bunt, and then struck out. Ballgren hitting at .242. And we're going to get a pinch runner. Shaftstall
Bob Shaftstall
will run for Randy Floyd. So Bob Shaftstall, the pinch runner. Oh, potential tying run at first base here in the 7th. Coming to the plate, Ballgren. And Gates Mask, the third baseman, LaRue Zerka, the first baseman, both come in, shorten up. They expect Ballgren to bunt. 4-3, Riceland Cabinet in front. 7th inning. Ballgren squares to bunt, misses for a strike. Ballgren, in the 2 games against Schaup, is 0 for 4. 1 strike pitch. Ballgren again squares to bunt, bunts it in front of the plate. Picked up by Mask. Throws to first in time to retire. Ballgren for the 2nd out. Sacrifice is successful.
Sacrifice bunt.
Play goes 5-4 and advancing to second.
Brings up the left fielder, Scott.
Bob Shaftstall.
Jones on deck.
So the tying run at second base with 2 down. And top of the order, Scott Depker at the plate. Depker in the ball game is 1 for 2. Singled. And an RBI sacrifice fly in the 3rd and bounced out to first. First pitch by Schaup, grounded to the second baseman. Ryder up with it, the throw to first. Out number 3. Riceland Cabinet wins the state championship here at Kidron. A grounder 4-3 on the play. Ryder throws out Depker. And in the 7th inning for Graham Infield, no runs. They had a base hit, no errors, and a man left. The final, Riceland Cabinet 4, Graham Infield 3. Cabinet advances to the Nationals as they win the state championship as they knock off Graham Infield by the score of 4-3. Line score in the ball game for Riceland Cabinet: 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They strand 4. Graham Infield 3 runs, 5 hits. They committed 1 error and they leave 4. The winning pitcher, Ken Schaup. Schaup 5-0 in the state tournament. He pitched every inning that Riceland Cabinet played here in the state. 36 innings altogether for Schaup. He allowed 27 hits, 11 runs, struck out 26, and walked 3. 5-0 for Schaup. And now on the year, Ken Schaup, that is his 30th win of the year. He is 130 and lost 15. Riceland Cabinet trailed as Graham Infield got on the board first. That in the top half of the 3rd inning. A single by Floyd, and then a single by Floyd, a pass ball, a wild pitch, and then a sacrifice fly by Depker plated the first run of the ball game. Then in the 4th inning, another run for Graham Infield, a walk, a fielder's choice, and a sacrifice fly, this time by Pat Sicantelli, and it was 2-0. And in the bottom of the 5th, Riceland Cabinet struck for 4. After 1 out, a walk to Dwayne Slayball, then a walk to Chet Slayball. Double steal, runners at 2nd and 3rd. Gates Mass struck out, but with 2 out, Rick Yoder with a double into the alley in left center. That played at 2, and we were tied 2-2. The next batter up, Keith Geiser, tripled into right field to make it 3-2. Then Geiser scored on a wild pitch. That's all the scoring in the ball game for Riceland Cabinet. They led 4-2 at the time. Graham Infield came back, picked up a run in the 6th inning. Leadoff double by Russ Jones. Marty Fox, after Marty Fox grounded out, Craig Fox flied out, and then a single by Locascio with 2 out made it 4-3, and that's the way it ends. So Riceland undefeated in the state tournament as they win 5 straight ball games, improve their overall record to 34-20. Graham Infield with the loss. They dropped to 50 wins and 32 losses on the year. Luke Dara, the loser, the winner, Ken Schaub. I'd like to thank a few people here at Kidron, the tournament manager, Dean Steiner, the man in charge of the park, Ira Summers, and everybody's been very helpful over here at Kidron. We appreciate that. Enjoyed doing the state tournament. Riceland Cabinet with 5 straight wins to win it. And we'll recap it one more time. Riceland Cabinet opened the tournament with a 6-3 win over the Chillicothe Merchants, 2-1 over Red Haw in 8 innings, 5-4 over Piqua, then 5-0 over Graham Infield, and today the final 4-3 in favor of Riceland Cabinet, and again over Graham Infield. Thanks to our studio engineer this afternoon, Brian Miller. This is Galen Schwarzenegger wishing you a good evening. Again, the final, Riceland Cabinet 4, Graham Infield 3.